Greetings to all the viewers. The session is going to cover with the terpenoids. In the terpenoids, we are going to discuss about the content called alpha-pinene. Here, pinene is available in two different forms according to their stereochemistry, alpha and beta pinene, based on the arrangement of that functional groups over there, right? So here, alpha pinene is having potential application so that it is taken as a content for the day. Alpha pinene is available over here, and we can see its geometry where you can find a six-membered ring, and another condensed ring is also there where four-membered ring we can say it is a bicyclic ring structure. Endocyclic double bond is available over there, and here gem dimethyl groups are present on the six-membered ring system, and another methyl group is present on the double bonded carbon atom. This is about the simple systematic representation of alpha pinene. Let's enter into the content called alpha pinene. Alpha pinene is a bicyclic monoterpene. Monoterpene is regarded whenever two isoprene units are going to be joined, C10 units are available, that is said to be a monoterpene, right? So here, as we are already aware, one six-membered ring in either four-membered ring is available, so that it is the kind of bicyclic ring system. And it is the part of essential oil. All the terpenes are regarded as essential oils only, right? So that we can say it is the part. Alpha pinene is the part of essential oil, and these are extracted from the plants like pine, fir, and straws. So these are the plant materials from which we are able to extract the essential oil, from which alpha pinene can be extracted, right? It's a chemical formula is taken as C10H16. C10H16 is the formula for this alpha pinene, and it is available in alpha and beta form as well. Alpha pinene is the isomer more commonly found in the nature, so that it finds profound applications over there. Prime applications are given for alpha pinene only, right? Key characteristics. Molecular structure. Alpha pinene has a bicyclic structure, as we already aware. Six-membered ring, which is in conjunction with another four-membered ring, is there. So two fused rings are available in addition to one double bond over there, and it is a kind of monoterpene. Whenever two isoprene units are going to be joined, we can say it is the monoterpene, and being it is a kind of cyclic system, it is the cyclic monoterpene, right? Order. Uh, this is a part of essential oil, right? So that a distinctive fresh pine-like odor will be available for these kind of oils, and widely used in the fragrance industry. Perfume applications are most important because of its odor. Pleasant odor will be there. Aroma smell will be there. That's the reason why alpha pinene finds a perfumery applications. Pine scented products are available because of its perfumery tendency order. So here pine scented products are available. Boiling point. So alpha pinene boils at the temperature 155 degrees centigrade, can be measured in Fahrenheit as well, 311 degree Fahrenheit. So 155 is almost means 100 degrees is a water boiling temperature. Just above than this 155 degrees centigrade is given for alpha pinene solubility. Being it is a kind of organic and entirely made by the carbonate hydrogens only, so that we can categorize the compound as a non-polar. So water solubility is almost negligible. Poor solubility we can notice, but whenever any organic solvent was taken, like benzene, acetone, acetyl acetonitrile, chloroform, any organic solvent was taken, being it is a non-polar, it able to dissolve in that organic solvent very easily. Applications. If we see applications of these alpha-pinenes, fragrance and flavor industry, being it is a perfumery material, aroma smell, pleasant odor containing one, so that a fragrance is the main criteria for this one. Alpha-pinene is a key component in the perfumes, deodorants, and air fresheners, even to freshen the rooms. Even in vehicles as well, we can use as a air freshener because of their pleasant odor, and refreshing tendency is also present. And another application we can say flavor in the industry. It used to improve the tasty tendency, add the flavors to food, so that flavoring agent in a food industry. Medicinal use. Alpha pinene is a kind of natural material, so that wide range of applications are available in the medical domain. Anti-inflammatory, used to reduce the inflammations, pain in addition to the swelling, which is called inflammations. Bronchodilation, lung-related respiratory disorders can be curated by means of this alpha pinene. Antimicrobial properties, like it used to kill the bacteria, fungi, such microbials can be retarded, or else they can be curated or disinfected by means of these terpenes called alpha pinene. It has been studied for its potential therapeutic effect. So here, medicinal applications are very wide, especially in the respiratory conditions like asthma and bronchitis. Asthma is nothing but whenever windpipe is becoming narrow, and exhalation and inhalation, respiration is becoming a problem at that condition. Asthma is a common, and at the symptom, at the condition, we are able to consume, we are able to administrate this alpha pinene. Bronchitis is nothing but lungs are having elasticity. Whenever we are inhaling the air, what happens, they can be expanded just like a balloon. Whenever exhalation is possible, they get contracted. That kind of flexibility is available in lungs, right? Just like a balloon. When we are blowing the air, balloon will become a larger one. When we are removing the entire air, that is becoming contracted one. In the similar manner, lungs also having that balloon type of tendency, flexibility. Whenever bronchitis is the condition, muscles will become very rigid. They are not able to, they are not able to elongate and concise, so that respiration is becoming very difficult at that condition. Bronchitis is nothing but rigidness induced in the muscles of lungs, so that breathing will become very difficult to process. And another important application is the kind of solvent. Being it is a organic material, non-polar in the nature, so that it is the effective solvent in the organic synthesis process and industrial process as well, especially in the paints. When we are using paints, varnishes, any adhesive materials, in that turpentine oil get mixed over in order to improve that expanding tendency. That kind of solvent we are using in varnishes, in paints, in adhesives, in industrial purpose, we are using as a solvent. Just like an organic solvent, it is also the kind of solvent over there. And aromatherapy, as already we are aware, the order for these alpha pinenes are very pleasant in nature. Fragrance is extremely what we can say, very convenient. So it is having perfumery property. So it is used in the stimulation and uplifting effect, promoting mental clarity and alertness. Right. So aromatherapy, by using these kind of oils, we are able to enhance the activity of the brain, and mental peace will be generated over there, and alertness will be improved. This is called aromatherapy. Yeah. Chemical properties. What properties we have with these alpha pinenes? Alpha pinene can undergo various reactions, including oxidation, which can lead to the formation of products like camphor. So, alpha pinene is able to generate the camphor as a product. Camphor is having most spiritual value in rituals, and in a spiritual aspect, it is most important. Isomerism. Its structure can undergo isomerization, converting into beta pinene and in the related compounds under certain conditions. Alpha to beta, beta to some other compounds also possible. So that isomerization is the common chemical property. It is possible to convert into alpha pinene into beta and vice versa as well. Biosynthesis. Now we entered into another segment of this alpha pinene, where biosynthesis process is going to be carried. Biosynthesis means within the pine trees, how this alpha pinene is generated, what chemical process got carried within the plant tissues. Biosynthesis of alpha pinene occurs in the plants through the terpenoid biosynthesis pathway. The pathway proceeded with the terpenoid biosynthesis pathway, especially we can say mevalonate pathway. So in this terpenoid, the specific distinct method we have, that is called the mevalonate pathway, is proceeded for the synthesis of alpha pinene, right? This mevalonate pathway is also alternatively called as a erythritol phosphate pathway. Methyl erythrinol phosphate pathway, depending on the organism. So most of the pine trees are able to proceed with the mevalonate pathway only. Alternative is also their MEP kind of pathway. These pathways leads to the production of monoterpenes. So this the mevalonic acid pathway or else MEP pathway can be applied in order to synthesize such a kind of monoterpenoids. Let's see what kind of steps involved in this synthesis. Mevalonic acid pathway, cytosolic pathway it will be. The starting material, we can say precursor for the synthesis, will be acetyl coenzyme A. Acetyl coenzyme A used to condense, it used to close up itself, and there is a formation of 3-hydroxy 3-methyl glutarate coenzyme A. That is the new material HMG coenzyme A. Hydroxy methyl glutaryl coenzyme A can be synthesized. Further, we have to reduce, that means reduction will be applied over there. So this HMG coenzyme A will be transformed into mevalonic acid. Mevalonic acid further treated with phosphorylating agents. Phosphorylation process will be carried over so that phosphorylated material will be generated, and subsequently we have to go for removal of carbon dioxide called decarboxylation. Whenever decarboxylation carried, we will get isopentenyl pyrophosphate. Let me repeat, isopentenyl pyrophosphate, which is abbreviated as IPP, and its isomer, another isomer, dimethyl allyl pyrophosphate, DMAPP. This is also produced. The entire process is mentioned over the precursor. What we said here, acetyl coenzyme A was taken. That acetyl coenzyme A is the starting material, which is represented over there, where we are having how many carbons? Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 carbons in the skeleton, and this coenzyme A structure is also present over there. So this is the kind of material, starting material we are taking. It is treated with NADPH. Whenever NADPH is added, what happens? Here, this carbonylic carbon will be delocalized. The pi electrons will be mobilized towards the oxygen. It will retain negative charge, and this carbon, whatever positive carbon is there, that is added with hydrogen. Here we have a hydrogen, right? That hydrogen will be simply added on the carbon atom, and we will get C minus, which is called oxide. This oxide subsequently used to cyclize itself. It used to add the electrons over there, and subsequent removal of this coenzyme A part will be possible, and this oxide transformed into aldehyde. Again, we are going to add reducing agent NADPH. NADPH is a natural enzyme which is having reduction property within the pine tree. Whenever it is added, aldehyde is transformed into alcohol. Hydroxy will be generated. Later on, hydrolysis process, we need to add water. Whenever water is added, this coenzyme A part is there, that will be hydrolyzed by water, and subsequently this carbonylic moiety is transformed into carboxylic acid. At the one end, we have hydroxy. In either end, it is accompanied by the carboxylic acid. The entire system, whatever we have, is regarded as a mevalonic acid. This is called a mevalonic acid pathway, where we are getting mevalonic acid as the key intermediate in order to biosynthesize the alpha pinene, right? Let's go with the further steps. Acetyl coenzyme A is the entire route map is provided for the synthesis of alpha pinene. Initially, the precursor molecule will be acetyl coenzyme A. Acetyl coenzyme A is treated with HMGS. This is a kind of enzyme used to be treated so that we are going to incorporate hydroxy functional group over there, that is called HMG coenzyme A. HMG coenzyme A will be generated. That HMG coenzyme A will be treated with HMGR. Just now we saw how the mevalonic acid is synthesized. Pathway is provided over there. Here mevalonic acid is generated. After the generation of mevalonic acid, we are going to add with the phosphorylating agent. phosphorylating agent when added, this mevalonic acid now transformed into mevalonic acid phosphate. Whenever one more phosphate moiety is added, so pyrophosphate formation is possible. Mevalonic acid pyrophosphate will be there. And further, there is a formation of IPP, isopentenyl pyrophosphate, right? IPP will be synthesized whenever it is added with PMD. PMD is the enzyme whichever added upon mevalonic acid pyrophosphate, we will get isopentenyl pyrophosphate, which is called what? Another intermediate. After getting this one, either there is a isomerization in order to get DMAPP, or else it directly reacted with the GPPS, neither enzyme, so that GPP will be generated, which is abbreviated as zerenyl pyrophosphate. GPP is abbreviated as zerenyl pyrophosphate. Later on, you can add with this PS whenever PS is added, so that it GPP, geranyl pyrophosphate, is transformed into pinene. Right. So IPP and DMAPP both are cyclized by geranyl pyrophosphate synthase. Geranyl pyrophosphate synthase is the enzyme which used to cyclize open chain molecule. Till here it will be an open chain molecule, right? Now it used to condense, it used to combine by the removal of water, so that here cyclization process is carried in order to get geranyl pyrophosphate. See here GPP is generated. Whenever GPP is formed, universal precursor for the monoterpenes, not only pinene, from this GPP you can go for any other monoterpenes. Synthesis of any other monoterpenes also possible starting from this GPP. GPP is a precursor for the synthesis of so many monoterpenes. Now what we have to do? GPP undergoes cyclization reaction catalyzed by the enzyme pinene synthase. The enzyme used over here is the PS, which is called a pinene synthase, which used to convert GPP into a alpha pinene. Alpha pinene is possible by the enzyme called alpha pinene synthase. This is the entire route map for the synthesis of alpha pinene. Starting material is acetyl coenzyme A. It is preceded by mevalonic acid pathway, because within the reaction, mevalonic acid is a key intermediate generated, from which phosphorylation followed by isomerization followed by cyclization, the entire process giving rise to the pinene as the final output in this entire biosynthetic pathway. Let me go with the next segment called after the biosynthesis. After we are extracting this crude product from the plant like a pine and other field trees, how can we analyze, how can we confirm the material belongs to this alpha pinene? For that, we have to go for some characteristic analysis process. In order to analyze this alpha pinene, so many analytical tools will be taken into the consideration. After extracting these essential oils, resins, and even from the synthetic materials within the laboratory, we have to go for its analysis part. Let me put this unknown material in the IR instrument. Infrared radiation will be radiated over there, and the spectroscopy spectral data is analyzed over. The basic peaks in this IR spectrum are giving two fundamental peaks where you can receive at 300 centimeter inverse. 300 centimeter inverse peak corresponds to the carbon hydrogen stretching. Carbon hydrogen stretching within the ring structure you can notice over there. And another, if you observe the alpha pinene. Alpha pinene is composed by the cyclic molecule and the carbon hydrogens, and especially here double bond over there. The double bond corresponds to the 1640 centimeter inverse. In between 1000 and 2000, you can observe fundamental peak over there. 1640 centimeter inverse peak corresponds to the carbon double bond stretching. This is the way kind of these two functional groups can be identified by means of infrared spectroscopy. This is the IR spectrum of alpha pinene. wave number in the centimeter inverse drawn against percentage of transmittance. Let's enter into another segment called NMR spectroscopy. In the NMR spectrum of alpha pinene, the spectrum is provided over there, where proton NMR spectroscopy give the nature of the hydrogens within the molecule. Wherever methyl groups are present, those methyl groups. So alpha pinene is composed by the gem dimethyl groups are present and double bonded vicinal. What we can say? Uh, mm, Vinyl double bond is there, not vicinal, vinyl double bond. If double bond is directly linked with if double bond is directly linked with methyl, this is called a vinyl methyl. If double bond is present, if this methyl is present on this third carbon atom, that is called allyl. But this double bonded carbon itself is having methyl, so that we can say it is the vinyl methyl. And these two methyl are called what? Gem dimethyl. Gem dimethyl are giving the peaks in a field shift. Whatever peaks available near to zero, near to the internal standard, they corresponds to the methyl of gem dimethyl. And the next methyl will appear somewhat downfield. That is because it is directly linked to the double bond. Later on, in either cyclic carbon hydrogen peaks will be appeared. This is the way distinctive peaks are noticed for the proton NMR spectrum for this alpha pinene. These kind of peaks we can notice over there. And in case of C13 NMR giving rise to the nature of the carbon atoms over there. So whatever methyl carbons are there, they will give the signals near to the upfield, near to the internal standard, the carbons, methyl carbons will be appeared, and later on another double bonded carbon. That means vinyl methyl carbon is there, that will give the peak over there. This is the way nature of the carbon will be predicted by means of this C13 NMR spectroscopy, and this is the spectrum corresponding to C13 NMR spectrum of the alpha pinene. Let's go with the mass spectroscopy. Whenever we observe the mass spectroscopy, 130 m by Z mass by charge ratio for this alpha pinene corresponds to this 136 is the molecular ion peak. It will give the information regarding the molecular weight of this alpha pinene, whose molecular formula will be C10H16. After the fragmentation, another peaks are also available. Another fundamental peak appears near 94, 93, and 41. These kind of peaks also available, but molecular ion peak for this alpha pinene will be appeared at 136. And we entered into the another segment, which is called synthesis of alpha pinene. How can we synthesize alpha pinene within the laboratory? As of now, we gone through how the natural synthesis of alpha pinene possible within the pine trees and fig trees. And later on, we gone through the various analytical tools to confirm the structure of the alpha pinene. Alpha pinene is having one six-membered ring, and either four-membered ring. That four-membered ring is fused with the six-membered ring itself, and two methyl groups are present on the same carbon atom. And another methyl is also present on the carbon where the double bond is there. That is called a vinyl methyl group. So this is the entire chemical structure got confirmed by the analytical confirmation methods. Now we entered into how can we synthesize in an alternative method called a laboratory synthesis of alpha pinene. We can go for the starting material, that is geranyl pyrophosphate. Geranyl pyrophosphate, if we are taking geranyl pyrophosphate, very few steps are there in order to synthesize alpha pinene, because it is the very nearby steps in the biosynthetic pathway. After two steps only, alpha pinene will be synthesized, right? That is the reason why geranyl pyrophosphate is the starting material in the laboratory synthesis, so that it is very simple, less number of steps in order to go for the synthesis. Geranyl pyrophosphate is the biosynthetic precursor for alpha pinene in the nature. It can be synthesized chemically from dimethyl allyl pyrophosphate, DMAPP, is the material from which dimethyl pyrophosphate, this geranyl pyrophosphate will be synthesized in the laboratory. and another one will be isopentenyl pyrophosphate IPP. In the biosynthetic pathway, we already observed this isopentenyl pyrophosphate. This can be transformed into this DME APP. This is a kind of isomeric product only. Later on, we can go for cyclization. Later on, we can go for pinene synthase enzymatic action that is giving rise to the pinene. So these are the materials which already we saw in the biosynthetic route. But these can be taken as a starting materials in order to synthesize geranyl pyrophosphate. Geraniol is also the kind of terpene, right? Cetranolol is also the kind of terpene. These are also taken as a starting materials in order to go for geranyl pyrophosphate synthesis. These are the alternative methods. Later on, we can go for cyclization. Cyclization of geranyl pyrophosphate. GPP was taken as a starting material, which is simply cyclized. Being it is an open chain molecule, we have to condense the molecule so that cyclization is carried chemical analog in the critical step. That cyclization is the very crucial one. It is the critical step over there. The reaction requires the formation of carbocation intermediate. So whenever we are cyclizing, the reaction will be proceeded with the intermediate called the carbocation, which facilitates the intramolecular cyclization. Intramolecular is nothing but within the molecule, if the cyclization is proceeded, is called intramolecular. If one molecule is cyclized with another, that is called intermolecular cyclization. In order to cyclize the molecule, that carbocation is the crucial intermediate which is further participated in the cyclization reaction. The chemical schematic representation is provided over there. We have to take the starting material geranyl pyrophosphate, which is the open chain molecule where you can find here is the double bond. Here another double bond is there. Pyrophosphate moiety is present at the terminal carbon atom. Later on transformed into another molecule which is called linalool pyrophosphate. What difference you can notice? This double bond is migrated so that OPP will be shifted over there. This is a kind of relocation, we can say rearrangement or relocation. Whenever this is the process, it is very fragile for the cyclization reaction. This is a crucial one where the cyclization reaction is carried. That is a very important step, key step in this entire synthesis within the laboratory. Whenever this double bond is shifting over there, this double bond is alternatively migrating. Consequently, OPP moiety will be, this fragment will be departured. Whenever we are cutting off this OPP, the molecule will be cyclized to give a 6-member ring structure. This cyclized structure is having a key intermediate called the carbocation. It is mentioned in the square bracket, being it is a non-isolated intermediate within the fraction of seconds immediately transformed into a cyclic product. Another bicyclic ring is generated over there. That's the reason why it is mentioned in the square bracket. This double bond, whichever present in the tertiary carbocation, whatever generated will participate in a intramolecular cyclization reaction with this double bonded carbon. Whenever double bond is polarized over there, this will become a carbene ion. Carbene ion, carbocation having opposite poles, both are able to cyclize to giving 4-membered ring structure, and another new carbocation is originated. This carbocation immediately loses H plus ion from the adjacent carbon atom. Deprotonation, we can say. Removal of H plus is called a deprotonation. Whenever H plus is departed, here you can observe origination of carbene carbocation in the adjacent, giving rise to a double bond. Whatever negative charge originated on this carbon will generate a double bond in between, and this simply represented by a 6-membered ring, having another 4-membered ring within the 6-membered, and here 2 methyl groups are mentioned and the same carbon called gem dimethyl, and a double bond is present within the ring, so that endocyclic ring system, and this is a methyl which is present on this vinylic carbon atom. This will participate in the either isomeric form as well, because double bond having any other provision to migrate over there. Whenever double bond is shifting over, what happens? This hydride ion, this is possible. Isomerism is possible by means of shifting of hydride from the 1 to 3. 1-3 shift of hydride is possible, giving rise to the another isomer called beta pinene. But in the nature, in the natural context, alpha pinene is most abundantly available material and extracted from the essential oil of pine trees. Beta pinene is also possible, but abundant material will be alpha pinene only. This is the way entire synthetic route in the laboratory for alpha pinene synthesis is provided. Now we have a glance over the synthesis in the laboratory. Protonation of the double bond in the geranyl pyrophosphate initiate the reaction. Whenever we are protonating this molecule, that giving rise to the starting material start or initiation of the reaction. The resulting carbocation undergoes cyclization, giving rise to the bicyclic ring system. The reaction can be facilitated, can be fastened by means of the catalyst called a sulfuric acid. Alternatively, we can go for Lewis acids as well, like aluminum trichloride. AlCl3 is a catalyst used to enhance the rate of the reaction. Biosynthesis mimicry, enzyme mimetic catalysts like zeolites or synthetic catalase analogs can promote the cyclization process. In general, we may use sulfuric acid or else AlCl3, but alternatively, we can go for any enzyme mimetic agents like zeolites or else catalate analog materials can used in order to facilitate the cyclization process. Next, let's go for purification. Whatever material synthesized that may accompanied by the side products and desired products also generated. Some starting material may left along with that. In order to avoid all this, purification is an essential step over there. After the cyclization reaction, crude product contains the mixture of alpha pinene and beta pinene. Mixture of products will be generated, but proportion may differ. This may be of 70, this may be of 30, or else this may be of 60, this may be of 40, whatever the kind, but mixture of both the products we got. Whenever these two products are generated together, we have to go for the purification process that requires the fractional distillation technique. This fractional distillation, that is because alpha pinene boils at one temperature, beta pinene, alpha pinene already we know 150 degrees centigrade is the temperature where it boils. Beta pinene may boils at another temperature. That's the reason why by rising the temperature at 150 degree distinctively, alpha pinene will be vaporized, and you can go for the collection of those vapors and further condensation, giving rise to that alpha pinene in the pure form. Beta pinene may boils or else may evaporated at a higher temperature, so that at that particular distinct temperature you can collect that pure alpha pinene by the process called fractional distillation. This is the way purification got carried. So this is the purified product we received. And alpha pinene is a versatile monoterpene. Now we entered into another segment called applications, where you can apply this alpha pinene. Alpha pinene is a versatile monoterpene with the wide range of applications in the industries such as pharmaceuticals, cosmetics, food, and environmental science. Unique chemical properties are accompanied by this material. That's the reason why wide range of applications you can notice. It also having pine-like aroma. Aroma smell is the distinctive property which give the applications in the food, cosmetics, and the perfumery industry as well. And key applications are anti-inflammatory. Anti-inflammatory is nothing but whenever the people are suffering with the inflammations are mentioned over here. Either headache may be possible, joint pains like these muscle swellings with the pain is possible, and this hip joint is also possible, knee joint is also possible, and here foot joint is also possible. Anywhere the kind of pain along with the swelling, along with the severe joint pains and swellings, all these are the part of what? Inflammations only. At that condition, we can conveniently consume alpha pinene as the medication so that effective in the treatment of arthritis and even respiratory disorders can be curated by means of alpha-pinene. And next, bronchodilator. Whenever, especially at low temperature, when we take this winter season, what happens? All the walls are becoming contracted, especially windpipe. Our inhalation, respiratory tract will be there. The respiratory tract, whenever it is in the sufficient size, the diameter should be in the sufficient size so that air inhalation, exhalation is very convenient. Whenever that respiratory tract is completely contracted, there is no scope, or there is no space for the air circulation. Whenever air circulation is not possible, the human is very difficult to survive, because breathing is very important. Oxygen continuously circulated, for every minute we have to give the pure oxygen to every tissue, every cell, every organ in the within the living organisms. If breathing stops, entire survival stops, right? So that bronchodilation means what? Whenever that lung windpipe got contracted, breathing will becomes very difficult, and respiratory entire respiration process will be totally altered in the negative manner. At the condition, the people not able to take the breath in a sufficient manner, oxygen circulation becomes oxygen pumping will becomes very difficult. At that condition, whenever alpha pinene is consumed orally, being it is essential oil having a volatile nature as well, so that inhaler can be used in order to spray this alpha pinene, so that widening of these vessels are possible. Whenever vessels got widened, air circulation, air pumping will become most common, most convenient, so that respiration will be ordered. Disordered to ordered condition we can establish by means of this bronchodilator property of alpha pinene. And another important property for alpha pinene will be antimicrobial. Whatever microorganisms you can notice over here, especially bacteria, virus, fungi, algae, any minute, tiny organisms are present, so that it is effective against all these bacterial or else any other kind of microbial actions, so that disinfecting antiseptic property both can be imparted for this alpha pinene drug. And next is called analgesic pain relieving agent. Here you can clearly observe wherever pain tendency will be there, pain conditions are present. At that condition, we can apply externally, or else internal consumption of alpha pinene is possible, so that pain relieving tendency is possible for this alpha pinene. And next, neuroprotective. Neuroprotective is nothing but nervous system totally entirely distributed in the living organisms. Wherever living organs are present, till that end, in nervous system is totally distributed. Just like how the root system is spreading in the inside the earth. For the plants, in the same manner, these nerves are spreading the entire organs of the living organisms. That nervous system is only give the impulses. Those impulses are used to get the external effects, and internal response will be provided by this nervous system only, where you can notice central nervous system, peripheral nervous system, the entire system. That kind of web system is available in the living organism, which is totally regulated by the brain. That entire system is having the micro tiny organisms, which are fundamental, used to join together in order to make that kind of web, which are called neurons. The entire that neuron system, our nervous system, totally got protected by means of alpha pinene. Alpha pinene is having the neuroprotective property, potentially combating neurodegenerative diseases like Parkinson's will be there, any other neurocontracting diseases will be there. That kind of diseases will be effectively defensed by means of the drug called alpha-pinene. Fragrance and flavor industry, right? Perfumery. Already we know that aroma smell is the common default property for this alpha-pinene. That's the reason why when we are extracting the essential oil from the pine and for woods, and that is having a pine-like aroma smell. So that alpha-pinene is having profound applications in the fragrance industry, perfumery industry, deodorant manufacturing, and even cosmetic products in the cleansing products as well, right? And next is about flavoring. So in the cooking process also, this pine oil can be mixed up. Alpha pinene will be mixed up so that in the beverages and herbal and piney materials used to enhance the taste of that kind of food. Solvent and chemical intermediate. As already we aware, this is the kind of material or bicyclic compound with the carbon and hydrogen only. It is non-polar in nature, so that it is effective organic solvent, we can say. Especially turpentine oil, most of the people are able to aware about turpentine oil, which can be blended with the paint, so that the spreading of paint is very easy, and a shiny surface will be provided, and the durability of that will be enhanced, and adhesive property will be enhanced. That's the reason why turpentine or varnishes can be blended with the paints, adhesives, so that it is a kind of natural solvent in that varnishes and paints industry. And synthetic organic chemistry. It is used in the precursor for the synthesis of so many compound. It will be the starting material for the synthesis of camphor, limonene, and terpineol. Terpineol is another material. This also synthesized starting from pine oil. Now, polymer synthesis. Alpha-pinene is a raw material for the manufacturing of resins and adhesives, which are having glue type of property, binding tendency. Those are called adhesives, or resins, or glues. These kind of glues or resins can be synthesized starting from alpha-pinene, being it is a kind of raw material in order to manufacture higher hydrocarbons polymers. Another important property is called environmental applications for this alpha-pinene. Alpha-pinene is a biofuel. It's a potency. Energy potency is very high by consuming the starting material. Very small amount of raw material can be consumed. Large amount of biofuel can be synthesized. That is called a potential. Energy potential of alpha-pinene is very high. When we are taking pine trees, 1 kg of pine tree stock we are taking, and any other plant material, 1 kg stock was taken. If you are processing, and if you are making the biofuel, that potency of this pine oil or pine tree raw material to this biofuel will be larger in comparison to any other normal tree material. That's the reason why energy potential of biofuel synthesis for the alpha pine is extremely larger, so that it is the best alternative source in the renewable energy production. Being we are in the era of sustainable energy generation, this very important in the biofuel manufacturing. And another segment is green chemistry. It is used in the eco-friendly chemical process as a sustainable alternative in the petroleum industry. Eco-friendly green material can be generated over there. By this the session we covered with what is meant by alpha-pinene, what is the origin for the alpha-pinene extraction, from which tree we are able to extract, what are the general physical and chemical properties pertaining to alpha-pinene, and what kind of biosynthesis, how that alpha-pinene is originated within the plant material, and what kind of analytical tools we are using in order to confirm the structure of alpha-pinene. Later on, is it possible to synthesize same material within the laboratory? Plants are synthesizing anyway, but can we find the source to synthesize within the laboratory? That the alternative method also developed. And later on, we conclusively gone through the comprehensive applications regarded for the alpha-pinene, where we are applying alpha-pinene. Multi-dimensional applications we discussed over here. Hopefully the session is very informative, and thank you one and all for your patient listening. And the session entirely conducted by Dr. Kavita Kotireddy Kota. Thanks a lot.